Hi everyone, welcome back to the series. So this was the grid page that we have created in the last video, and in today's video I'm going to use it as the foundation of the creation of the weekly page for my digital planner. First, let's duplicate this slide, and to do that, tap the thumbnail and select duplicate. If you have locked the table object from the last video, you can now unlock it in the duplicated slide so we can start. Since I have already created the rough design of how I want my weekly page to look like, I can determine how many vertical divisions I should add in this table. To adjust the number of table columns, under brush icon, go to the table category, and in the columns, adjust the value. I find it hard to design without seeing the vertical lines, so I will adjust the border styles, and to do that, go to the cells category and tap the cell border. In the cell border, select the inner vertical borders icon, then border style. You can select from here on what border style you want. You can also customize it using the line type, color, and width options here. If you have used another app in your iPad for your digital planner design notes and want to refer to it while creating, just swipe from the bottom of the screen and then drag the app icon to the side. I've used GoodNotes for my digital planner design notes. And this is the design I have created from 2 videos ago, and if you haven't created your digital planner design and want to know how I made this, just check the video out. If you already have a design, let's proceed with the creation process. While referring to my design, I realized that I needed 11 columns, 7 columns for the calendar, 1 for the space between the calendar and the planning section, and 3 for the planning section. If you want to temporarily hide the other app, you can just swipe it to the side. Let's select the first 7 columns. To select, tap on the column names and then use the blue dots to adjust. Once that is selected, use the double horizontal lines to adjust the size. Now I'm going to add the calendar. I want my calendar to have the days of the week, and I start my week on a Monday, so depending on how you want yours, you can totally customize it. If the default font size and font style are not to your liking, select the cells you want to customize, then go to Cell. Here, you can change the font size and the font style. I have used the font style I have created before, and if you want to know the process on how you can create your own font, just let me know in the comment section below, and if there is any interest, I will create a tutorial for that. I want to have a separation between the days and the days of the week, so I'm going to add a line border. To do that, select the cells where the days of the week were added, then go to Cell Border. Select the lower border, then set the border style. You can also use the other borders here if you want to customize or have a different design. Now for the next column, this will be a divider between the calendar area and the task section of the weekly page. To adjust the width of the column, we can use the 2 vertical lines icon. Just tap, hold, and drag. I'm also going to adjust the last 3 columns. The third to the last will be the task section, so this will have the largest area, and the next column will be labels for the days of the week, and the last column is for meal planning. The days of the week, I will merge the specific cells, and to do that, select the cells first, and in the pop-up option, select Merge. Then repeat that for 7 times for the 7 days. After merging all of those, add the days of the week. Now I'm going to add the dividers between the days, and again to do that, select the cells, then use the cell border, then customize. The font style of the days of the week is bothering me a little, so I'm going to change it first. I'm going to use my own font style for this. I've also noticed the divider between the calendar area and the task area, and I want the space to have no writing guide. And to achieve that, I'm going to select the column. Then in the cell category, go to the cell border. To remove all the writing guides, I will set all horizontal borders to have no border style. All the horizontal borders consist of the top edge, the inner horizontals, and the bottom edge. I have already started this, so might as well continue. Since I have already laid out the major areas of my weekly page, I can now see the overall look, and I realize that the calendar is taking a bit of a space, so I am going to adjust the columns even smaller. After adjusting, I am also going to adjust the size of the divider. Now for the space above the calendar, this will be an area where I can add the current month. So I want this area to be blank for now and has no grid lines. To achieve that, first select the area and then tap the brush icon. Then go to the cell, then cell border. Then select the all borders icon, then set the border style to no border. For the calendar, I want it to look clean, so I am also going to remove the lines except for the one between the days of the week and the actual days. Now that I have set the foundational design for the calendar area, I am going to start with the next area, which is for the habit tracker. The labels will be in vertical, so I have to prepare a space for that. What I did is I have removed the inner horizontal lines of the first 6 rows after the calendar area and a divider. After setting up the space for the labels, I have selected 7 rows for the tracking area. Then in the cell border, I have selected all borders, and for the border style, I have selected the solid type and the width equal to 0.75. I will also adjust the colors of the borders to darker gray. And for the edges, I will adjust it to black. Now I'm going to work on the area below the habit tracker. Here I'm going to change the border style of all verticals to no border. I also want to have a divider between the calendar and this space, so I'm also removing the border style of the first and second horizontal lines. Another border to remove are the ones in the task label areas. Since I am also already here, I am going to set up the border style of the edges for this area. The area below this will be for random notes, so I'm going to remove all the vertical borders first. After removing those, I'm going back to the task area and adding line dividers between the days. As for the setting of the line borders, the line type is a solid line and the color is dark gray and the width is 1. I'm going to apply this setting to all of the dividers. Now that those are set, I'm going to add the labels of the two areas. To do that, select the necessary cells, then merge. For this area, this will be for my task, and if you want to customize the font style, tap the brush icon and go to cell. Here you can change the font style, and I'm going to change mine to copper plate and set it to bold. I have also adjusted the size to 30. For the area in the right side, this will be for meal planning. I will also set the same font style as the task area. This is the basic weekly page layout for my digital planner. So I'm going to rename this to weekly. That's it for now, and I'm Kazel and see you in the next video. Bye!